All right. Well, I was telling everyone before that you guys couldn't hear me that now is more important than ever to make time for self care. So I'm glad you guys are here with me, and I hope you're doing well. I hope that for California we're staying in our lockdown mode for at least till May. So hopefully you have a job that pays you and you can work from home. Otherwise, you're like me and not getting paid, but maybe still doing something that you like to do. Terry, you made it. Hello, nice to see you. And Abigail and Kate. Yes, we're ready to do this. So today's class is going to be gentle. Last term was power. So we're going to change it up and see, change things up a bit. So yeah, say hello in the comments. Tell me where you're from. And if you haven't already, you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button. And I just want to thank all of you that already sponsored me. It just came in yesterday, and I really appreciate it. I feel so grateful for you guys. And if you guys are enjoying my classes, please consider sponsoring me. There's information. You could do any kind of donation or sponsorship. It's under the video description. Of course, if you're not getting paid, it's my gift to you, so don't worry about it. We all need yoga, so here we go. Go ahead and, let's say hello to Megan. Let's Rachel. Oh, Allison, you made it. Allison, you can come over to YouTube. It has better, what is it called? Bit rate. Katrine from Vancouver. Let's go ahead and reach up high. And reach up high. And since people are still coming in, let's go ahead and do some stretches before our Om. So actually take your chin and take it back. Hi, Layla. So this looks kind of funny, like a turkey neck, but it's really good for when you type and you have this type of movement all day. So you want to lift up through the crown of your head and you kind of like do this chicken, this turkey, this buck, 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 this movement at home. So just take your neck back like 10 times and work on that's good for posture. Hello, Barb from Toronto and Sandy from Texas. I'm just going to say hi to Bonnie because I'm pretty sure you're on, but I probably don't know how to use the chat because let's go ahead and take it back. 2 more times. 1 and 2. And we're going to walk the fingers out. So I'm going to mirror you. I'm going to walk my left fingers. You can walk your right fingers out. And then you're going to slowly drop your ear to the shoulder. Walking finger out, you should feel that nice long stretch along your neck. Nice deep breath into your center. And tuck the chin in slightly. And then lift up your head slightly. Tuck your chin in slightly. And lift your head up slightly, or maybe even take it back if you're okay with that. You'll feel these lines of tension on the side of your neck. Chin down slightly. And then lift up through the crown of your head, and you're going to turn your chin and nose to look over your left shoulder. And then you'll feel a different stretch. Scalenes in the front of your neck stretching. And just feel that stretch and breathe deep into it. See if you like this stretch better, or you can lift your fingers off the mat and take it behind you and just take the elbow back and feel that different type of stretch there. And release. And we're going to shrug up and back and down. Hi, Debbie. and Judy from New York, and Tracy. Welcome back from Philly. All right. And then we'll do the other side. Oh, Ina. We're going to walk our left fingers out to the side. Take the chin back. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. And then drop your right ear to the right shoulder. A big inhale in. Open the mouth, blow it out. And slowly nod your head a little bit. Chin towards the chest. And chin up a little bit, as much as it feels okay for you. Hi, Angelina. She knows Miss Terry. And also, Bonnie was very excited that Terry was going to be on, so I'm pretty sure Bonnie is on too. Go ahead and turn your gaze over your right shoulder and feel the front of your neck, the scalene stretching. So you can do any small movement here that feels good for that side of your neck. If you like, you can lift up your left fingertips and bring them behind you. And then you're going to take the elbow back and see if that feels good to you. All right. Hi, Oliver. Welcome. Today's class is gentle yoga, which we all need sometimes. But if it's not your thing, you can always go to the playlist and do the power yoga we just did yesterday. Let's take your hands out to the side, and we're going to do a side bend here. So turning your chest and ribs up to the sky if you can. Taking your fist and making a circle and circumducting your wrist here. And then just bring the hand over your head. So maybe you can just bend at the elbow. Any lazy bend here. Pressing your head back into your arm. Maybe you can use your hands here. See, I'm catching it by my ear, holding your head, and just reaching up high. So only make sure your sitting bone is still down. You can stay here. Some people are more flexible. You can even reach down. Don't overdo it, guys. The forearm doesn't come down. Just stay up. That's fine. And if this doesn't feel good, just keep it up like this. Coming down. Other side, lengthening up. Turning heart to the sky. Bending at the elbow if you need to. And then make a fist in circles first. So we will be using blocks. If you don't have a block, a blanket or a pillow. And then we're going to take nice big circles. Nice big circles. Opening up. Just make it nice and relaxed. And then looking up, go ahead and bend the elbow. Maybe catch your ponytail. No, just kidding. Catch your head and look up. Maybe even bend at the elbow here. If you're more flexible, come down. So you can tell in your body if this sitting bone is coming up, then this is not right pose for you. So keep the sitting bone down and you do this. All right, now we're just gonna take your right. I'm gonna mirror you. Take your left arm straight across your collarbones. And then if it doesn't reach, most of us need to help. The arm goes straight across. Just feel that nice stretch across the front of your body. Nice deep breath. and release. And then take your right arm straight across. Try to keep the right arm straight as much as you can, and the other hand can help it along any way it wants, but try not to do it right here on the elbow because it's like bending your knee backwards. It's not a good thing. So just helping it any way you can, trying to bring your arm just under the chin and straight. And breathe and feel that nice stretch. Your triceps, your shoulders. Okay, and release. Lift up through the crown of your head, and you're just going to take a twist, taking your hand to the opposite knee, lifting up, drawing the belly in. Super straight spine is more important than how deep you can twist. So straight spine first, belly in second, and then rotate the ribs and breathe. Rotate the ribs, and maybe even look over your left shoulder, or if you're not ready for that yet, just rotate the ribs as much as you can. And back to center, and we'll take it the other side. So one hand is behind you, so my right hand is behind me, and then you're lifting up and twisting. So 3 more breaths here. And release. Come back to center. And now we'll do just a little connecting to our breath. Take one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, and just close your eyes here for a moment. Nice deep breath into our center. Filling your belly, ribs, and chest on the inhale. And then letting it fall on the exhale. Belly, ribs, chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. On the exhale, just let go of everything else going on in your outside world. Just be here for this 60 minutes, this hour of time that we've all committed to yoga here. 3 more breaths. All right, well, welcome, Roseanne. So we are going to start in a heart opener. So if you have blocks, I'll show you what it looks like. I know not everyone has blocks, so if you have a pillow, go grab it and I'll show you what to do. So if you do have blocks, most people can do the second highest level right under their shoulder blades, feet flat on the floor, and then the second block, the highest level under their head. So most people are okay doing this. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow. Grab my daughter's pillow here. You can just roll it up. And you can either have it like this or like this. Either way helps opening up. It doesn't have to be perfect. So if you go up and down between the shoulder blades, it kind of opens up your chest a little bit. Or if you have a fancier kind of woven blanket too, fine. You can either go that way or you can go this way. So this way it's For women, it's right at the bra strap level, and for men, it's right at the bra strap level. Just kidding. So it's right under the shoulder blades. So just any kind of, see, you don't have to have a block. It's just still opening up my heart, right? So just lay down with something under you. And if it's too much of a thoracic opening for you, you can just remove that and just lay down. It's fine. Just lay down like this. But you do want to get a pillow for the next one under your head. We'll have a pillow or something. So go ahead and breathe deep. Breathe deeply using whatever props that you use. So feeling your heart open. So if you're more flexible, you can take the block out from under your head. But listen to your own body, what feels good. Feet are flat on the floor, or you can, if it feels okay for Supta Baddha Konasana, you will send your knees out to the side with the edges of your feet pressing down. And breathing into this heart opening shape. It's really good for you. Especially like if you're feeling like not enough of something, then this helps you feel like more courageous. And also to be inspired more in life. Do 3 more deep breaths like this. And then you're going to bring your hands, or you can just bring your knees together, feet flat on the floor. You're going to roll over to one side. Hi, Dan. Hi, May. And Freddie. And Deborah, you made it. All right, just in time for your the rainbow one you like, Deborah. Okay, so you're going to take a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a pillow under your head. So the block is going to act as a pillow. So you're going to come on down. Hi, Teresa. Teresa John's on. Teresa, it's good to share with your friends, so and your friends can be on together. Okay, so see, I'm on my right side, and I have a pillow or a block under my head. My knees are bent and pulling up. So the higher you pull it up, the more of your low back you'll work. If you want to put another pillow or block between your knees, you can do that too. You don't have to. Okay, so now this is good for the mobility in your shoulder. So the right shoulder is down. I'm going to turn my right palm down. The right arm is straight. And I have a pillow or block under my head. Both hands are together. On the inhale, you're going to lift up your hands and your gaze will follow your left hand. So as the hand comes up, you're going to follow the gaze and see if your range of motion, it might stop here. You might feel limitation in your back, your shoulder, or your neck or gaze. But if you're able to take it all the way to the floor and then bring it all the way back. So this is a gentle chest opener. Inhale, opening up your chest and feeling that um, that back starting to mobilize, right? Coming back, inhale, open, feeling that twist in your spine and feeling this opening in your chest. Exhale, close. One more time. Open and close. All right. And now for the shoulders. And this is where you find your blind spots too. So you're going to take your peace fingers on the left hand and you're going to describe a rainbow. Try to pretend there's chalk on your fingers and try to keep the chalk on the floor so you can make a rainbow all the way up to 180 and then back. So a lot of times what happens is this happens. Oh, I'm stuck here. Now I have to lift my hand up. That's okay. Then guess what? You just found a blind spot, something that you didn't realize. Your shoulder mobility, right? Has that blind spot there where you should work on that mobility right there. It's stuck. So keep doing yoga with me and you'll be more flexible and increase your mobility. So this is your shoulder mobility. You can go back and forth. Open. If you're able to, you can even jump over your hips and just do these big circles. Trying to keep your fingertips on the floor. All right. Then we're going to pause right here. Okay. Let's see if you can straighten the bottom leg and just find a little twists, spinal twists. If you're more flexible, feel free to straighten the front leg, hold it up with your hands. Take this top hip down. Take the top hip down. Good. And you should feel this IT band stretching, your hamstring stretching, this nice twist in your spine, this opening in the chest. Just a really good feel good pose. And we release. And we're going to do the other side. So if you have 2 blocks, you can use 2 blocks. So 1 block under your head, 1 block between your knees, and then you want to stack your sitting bones. And then if you can, you're going to pull your knees up kind of parallel to the top of your mat, if you can. Okay? And then the right, now you have your left hand palm facing down. Get a top shot here, or should we? I don't know. Anyways, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to inhale, open up your chest, just like that. Exhale, closing up. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So feeling I'm having and then back down. Over and then back down. And then can you keep your fingers on the floor? Are you guys lifting? How's your range of motion? Circling, opening up. And then closing. Fingertips down, drawing those rainbows nice and open. And close. And then now you can jump over your hips if you're able to. Just jump over. Trying to keep your fingers on the floor as much as you can, increasing your mobility and flexibility in your shoulder joint here. 3 more circles. 2 more circles. Last one. And then you can remove the block. And you can straighten the bottom leg. So draw the right knee in and find a twist. So you're just twisting here. So if you're able to, you're going to take this top right hip and push it down a little bit. And maybe even straighten this top leg. You can just hold it up. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Just hold it up. Or all right, let's come back to center. Feet flat on the floor. Take a few deep breaths here. Notice how your back feels, your shoulders. Okay, hands behind your head. This is gentle yoga, so we'll just go really gentle today. We're just going to lift the right leg up, and we're just going to come up and down. Just so really easy, just up and down here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch knees kind of together-ish. Squeeze your inner thighs together. We're just going to up and down, elbows out. The chin is away from the chest, at least 2 fingers. So we'll do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees in. Take it out for happy baby. So you're grabbing the bottoms of your feet with the soles of your feet parallel to the floor. If you cannot reach inside or outside arches of your feet, you can just hug your legs in like this. Any amount. Okay. If that's working for you and you like to, you can straighten both legs. And then together, let's go ahead and grab your right leg behind your right leg and feel your hamstring stretching. So if you're less flexible, your left foot is on the floor and the right leg is straight. You can interlace your fingers right behind. So you're just like this. Try to keep the back of your head down, the shoulders down, and feel into that hamstring stretch. If you have a belt, you can wrap it around. Sorry, there's a spider. Okay. All right, so you're like this or this, squeezing your inner thighs, drawing the belly in, and then try to take your ribs. So you don't want like a bunch of arching here, so try to melt those lower ribs down, especially. Draw the belly in and breathing here into your hamstring. If you like to go deeper, it's not for everyone. If you want to go deeper, you can draw your belly in, lift your head and shoulders, and you can walk a little bit higher. And release. We'll just do hamstrings for now. Feet flat on the floor, left leg comes up, interlace behind. You can keep this leg bent, especially if you have low back issues or just if you're not that flexible. Here, or you can straighten both legs and try to knit the lower ribs down, belly in, pull it, straightening it, inner thighs squeezing in toward each other. Nice deep breaths down into your belly. Want to relax. And again, if you want to go deeper, not for everyone, lift and pull it in a bit. Draw the knees in. Come on up. And we're going to turn around onto all fours. Come on down to your belly. And we're going to take our hands, our arms parallel to the edges of your mat here for Sphinx pose. So point your toes, press down with the elbows, and just look up. Chin down, hands by your hips this time. See if you can come up for Shalabhasana. Lift your hands, your legs, squeeze between your shoulder blades. And come down. And again, come up, strengthening those correctors on your back, your core, and your balance. 3, 2, 1, coming down. And then you're going to come up to either Sphinx again, or if you can come up for your full Cobra, come on up. Roll your shoulders back. So elbows are slightly bent, but you're going to hug them in towards your ribs and the back of your neck in line with your spine. Nice deep breath in. And see if you can do a little spinal twist. There's no pinching in your low back, otherwise come back down. You're going to turn and look over your right shoulder. And then turn and look over your left shoulder. And release. And you're going to pop up into all fours. So from here, spread your fingers wide. And we're just going to drop your belly, look up. Inhale, exhale, round your back, tuck the tailbone under for cat-cow. So looking up, exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding forward. Tailbone under. And then we're going to take our fingers and point them out. Get a little carpal tunnel stretch here. If you're able to turn your fingers in toward you, go for that. Do lion's breath. So cat, cow with lion's breath. Inhale, exhale, stick your tongue out. Inhale, looking up. Exhale. And release. Bring your knees together. Right leg back. Stretch it back. Feel that calf stretching. Lifting it straight up. Left arm extends. Little pulses if you can. 10, 9, 8. If it's too hard, keep your hand down and just do your leg. And then you're going to turn to your left and just see if you can catch your foot and kick it away. Open up your chest. And release, knees together, left leg back. Stretch into that calf. Lift it up. So you're right here if balance is hard for you. Otherwise, take your right hand out. So this also gets stronger. Everything gets stronger the more you do it. All right, and turn to your right, catch your foot and kick it away. And release. You're going to curl the toes under and press back to downward dog. So if downward dog is really hard for you, then you can skip it, or you can go to a wall, you can go to a table, a chair, and you just do this. And actually, let's take our right leg forward, left leg forward. And we're going to fold here. You can bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, let your neck be easy. Rock your weight forward and back to the balls of your feet and and you can rock side to side here. All right, let's come all the way up. Flat back. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. So we're going to actually go to a wall, or you can stay where you are with blocks. But since it's gentle, I know a lot of you it's actually nice to have the support of a chair or a wall. So let's take your right leg forward, left leg back, pressing against a wall or table or chair, or else you can just be on the floor like this. But if you have a wall or table or chair, then you can bend the front knee. And that way you can press into the back heel, and feel that nice calf stretch. And then you're going to straighten the front leg, and you're just going to fold. Take that right hip back a little. You're going to feel this nice hamstring stretch. So you're either against the wall, against a table, maybe you have blocks on your own mat, or maybe you don't need them and you're right here. So just feeling into your hamstrings there. I like to pulse a little here. So whether your hands are on a table or blocks for the floor, hands out to the side, belly in, right hip back, little pulsing. So it's just like you're only moving your upper torso and your head bowing towards the shins. So every time you should feel your hamstrings loosening up a bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to step forward fold, and we're going to switch sides. So if you are on that table, you're just going to take that back leg back. So it's like warrior one legs. So it's like heel to heel alignment. Okay. And then you're going to press into your table or your chair or the wall. And you're going to bend the front knee. You're going to feel that back right calf stretching. And most of us don't know how tight our calves are until we try to stretch them, right? And then from here, you're going to straighten the front leg, take your the left hip back, and fold forward. Hands can stay on the table or chair, or the hands can come to the floor. Left hip back, hands out to the side, little pulsing. Forehead towards your shin. And release. And let's come on back to our mats. We'll come on down. And we're going to take a block or a soup can or something. If you need it, you might not need it for a gate pose. So one leg is straight out and one leg is bent. So if you need your block, you put it over here, quarter turn to your left, and you're just going to side bend all the way over. And coming back, and then bend to the other side. If your knee hurts to bend down, you can put a blanket under your knees. And one more time over here. Turning your heart to the sky. And if you like, you can take your top foot, swing it back, bring your chest forward, and find a little bit of a wild thing on your knees. Or if that's not working, just do that side bend again. And then we'll switch sides, straightening the opposite leg, lifting up through the crown of your head and dropping down. Try to keep your ribs and the hips in the same line. Nice strong stretch on your side body. From your pressing your toe down, sending the energy all the way up. And then other side. So fanning out your rib cage helps You breathe easier. The diaphragm can move easier. So you do one more either side bend, keeping it where we were. Or if you like to do a little back bend wild thing, take your straight leg behind you. Take your hand a couple inches back. Bring your hips forward. Bring your hips forward and find a little back bend. So don't overdo it. But some of you, all right. So now we're going to take your right leg forward, interlace your fingers, walk your feet forward, your foot forward, and we're going to find that low lunge, lifting up through the crown of your head, pressing into the back knee. And if you can, you're going to squeeze your elbows together. Keep them together. Squeeze them together. Elbows stay together 3 times. And then open up your chest and look up. Left arm comes up and we're going to add a twist here. So either left hand comes down, easy twist here, nice and gentle. Or if you want to go deeper, elbow past your knee. You can always lift up if you like. I'll keep it down with a gentle clasp and release. And then from there, you're just going to shift your hips back, forward, back, straighten the front leg, forward, back, heel down and dragging it back towards you, forward, and back. And either staying here, maybe you're not that flexible, you're up here, or you're holding onto a chair or something. Or maybe you can fold forward, head towards your shin. All right, bring your knees together. And then we're going to switch sides. Bring your left leg forward. Interlace your fingers. And stretch it forward. Pressing into the back knee, lifting up. Square your hips forward. The left hip comes back a little. The right hip comes forward. Again, you can stay here, or you can bring your elbows together and open up your chest, arch back a little. Arms overhead and come up. So right hand comes down for an easy twist. Or the elbow comes past your knee and you find your your twist here. See if you can get the elbow, the thumb to touch your heart, the heart to touch your thumb. And if you're begging, if your body's just wanting to do more, you can lift up. Otherwise, keep it down is fine. And release. Come on down. And if you have a block, you can hold a block between your hands. For puppy pose, if you don't have a block, you can imagine a block here. Forehead down. the hips over the knees, forehead down, and just trying to melt your heart down towards the floor. Or maybe it feels better to namaste your hands over your head. All right, come on up. So this is gonna look like thread the needle, but it's gonna be a different version of it. So normally thread the needle looks like this, with my head coming down like this, but I'm not gonna do that one today. So it's gonna be like this. So more arm. So it's basically gonna be this pose, puppy pose, but I'm going to take my right hand through, palm facing up, and bring my forehead back down. So it's that same puppy pose, but this time I'm stretching out this right shoulder a lot. So my shoulders are squared forward, my chest is facing down, my forehead is still on the floor. It looks just like puppy pose. Looks just like puppy pose, except my arm is now threaded through. And coming up the other side. Again, puppy pose is like this. Forehead down, knees right under the hips. Now I'm going to take the left arm, palm facing up, and just bring it across. And I'm going to lean my weight into it. Walk it across as much as you can, forehead down. And then release. Up, come on down. Chin down, hands by your side. And we're going to come up for Shalabhasana. Roll your shoulders back. You can stay here, or you can just stay here in your Sphinx pose. If you're more flexible, you can grab your ankles for Dhanurasana. Kind of more gentle today. You don't have to come all the way up. You can just stay down and just pull it in. Squeeze your knees closer together. If you want to go more, you can. I'll just keep it more gentle today. And release, and let's pop into a pigeon pose. So right leg forward, the knee out to the side, the heel right under the pubic bone. If your hip is up really high, you can grab a blanket to put under it or sit on a block. If it's too hard to do pigeon like this or like this, then you're welcome to lay on your back for a more gentle version. Right ankle over the left knee, and then you'll take your right hand between your thighs. And you still get that nice piriformis stretch here or in front of your shin for a deeper stretch. So since it's the gentle class, I'm going to go with the gentle people here. So I'm going to stay here on my back. So you want to make sure your foot is dorsiflexed, opposite of pointing. So if you're in regular pigeon, you can come up and you can turn towards your straight leg and try to catch your foot for a quad stretch. For us on our backs, we're just going to release our hands and drop your foot over to the left. And then grab your foot here, stretch your arm out, and just feel this stretch. Outer hip stretch that's hard to get to. Or if you're fine with a little extra stretch, you can push your knee away. You feel more this hip flexor stretch for the top of the hip stretch. And release. So other side, left ankle over right knee. Interlace your fingers behind your hamstring or in front of your shin. Relax the top of your head. Relax your shoulder blades. A lot of us carry our emotions in our hips, so it's really important to stretch them, especially during stressful times like now. And we will release our hand, drop the foot over to the right, grab the top of the foot, or you can keep your foot planted on the floor as you press your knee away and your left palm facing out. And release. You can find your Supta Baddha Konasana again if you like. Happy baby pose, final pose, whatever you feel like doing. Or if you want to sit on your hands, straight legs, press your elbows in. It's always nice to have a little fish pose. To do that. And just surrender to your practice, whatever you pick here. Inhale through your nose. Open the mouth, blow it out. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, blow it out. And just surrender to your practice, feeling your body nice and heavy. That feeling of weight. And you're welcome to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. Or you can close out with me with one Om. We'll just, if you like to sit up for this, you can reach your arms overhead. Big inhale in. Bend one knee at a time. Roll over to your right side. Blow it out. And just take a moment to notice how you feel in your body after your practice, your gentle yoga practice with me today. Notice how you feel in your body, your mind, and your state of being. And then use your left hand to press yourself up to join me and the rest of the class in a seated position. Take your hands in front of your heart and press your hands into your heart center as you smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for this gift of yoga and for our practice here together in the virtual world, let's offer one Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Oh. Namaste. Thank you for being here with me and spending this time together. And I hope you enjoyed the practice. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and the thumbs up button so that you can be reminded for the next time I post. And again, I normally post every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday live at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So I hope you can join me again and tell your friends, share the link, and thanks again for you that have sponsored me. If you're in a position to do so, you can um, find the information under my video's description on how to sponsor or donate any amount. Thank you so much. Have a nice week, everybody. Hope to see you again. Bye, Terry. Bye, Abigail, John, Daisy, Lily, Jen. Be safe, everyone.